What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the Yakima DeepSpace 10 on our 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Right away, it's all about space. That's why you're getting this box to add on to the roof. That way you're putting more cargo inside, self-contained, and not just laying in your bed. So looking at the inside of the bed, you can see the totes we have in there. We even have a cooler that's underneath this system with the bedrock on there. We have our ski carriers and snowboards. They're all right here. Plenty of room for that. Then let's go and check out our DeepSpace 10. Now it's 10 cubic feet of space on the inside, but that's great. That doesn't really help me visualize how much stuff can fit in there. So we have all the stuff I'm going to try and fit in there that we didn't want to just leave in the bed of our truck or our Gladiator, and it's not going to fit in here because we need more leg room for all our passengers. So let's see how much of this is going to fit in the DeepSpace 10. Lock it up, and we're good. The whole box is made out of a durable ABS plastic. It's also got a textured finish on it. I really like that from some of the other, rooftop style boxes I've messed with mostly. Those are sometimes a glossy finish on them, and those are the ones that are easiest to scratch. Like as long as it's glossy, it looks great right when you put it on there the first time, but the first time you take it off and set it in your garage, it can hit anything in your garage and add a little scratch to it. I don't like that. I prefer the textured finish like it is right now, just because it just even looks and feels more durable than those other ones. And that goes with protecting your gear on the inside too. So I'm gonna open it up and we'll look at the lip here. Just this little extra thing I like, that this part completely goes over this. This comes down as a lip there. So you'll see as it goes over there, it comes down and goes way over. So if it was the rain would come out here onto this part and drop from there. There's nothing getting up and in there. So the elements should not be getting up in there into your gear at all. And I like that protection, especially when, the stuff you're gonna be putting in here is like these bags and helmets. You don't want them in the back of your truck or your Gladiator because that's out in the elements. You don't want them to get wet and you didn't have room inside. You want to put them in this box to keep them dry and good to go when you get to your destination. Something I want to point out is that this looks a lot like the Yakima gear locker that works with the Exo System. It is not the same box. That one has tracks on the bottom that attach to the Exo System. This doesn't have that, so you can't use them interchangeably. Even in the shop, we had some people commenting about how similar it was, and it was the same thing. Just to make sure that you knew it is not the same thing, and you'll have to get the proper one to go on the Exo System if you want to do that. Another feature it has is a built-in lock. I really like that. They don't all have that. It's really easy to use. Just bring the lid down, turn it, it's locked up. Now, one other thing I like about this lock is when it's in the unlock position, the key doesn't come out. So that's gonna help you not lose that key. That way, you don't lose that and then you can't lock the box and then it's useless because you can't go down the road like that. You just keep it in there when you're loading it, lock it up, then you just put it back on your key ring or wherever you're gonna store it. As sturdy as it is, it does have a weight capacity of 100 pounds. So just keep that in mind. When you're loading all your gear up in there, don't exceed that. Also, always keep in mind what you have it mounted to. Our bedrock bars have a weight capacity of off-road and on-road. Both are far over the 100, so we're just gonna stick with that 100 of the box. That way we know if we don't overload that, we're gonna be just fine. I unloaded it so we can take a closer look on the inside, but some other things I wanna compare it to with the other roof boxes I've messed with is just the way the lid is very sturdy too. You can see I can move it back and forth like that. And it does move a little bit, but you don't have to worry about it falling back down on you all the time. I've worked with some cheaper ones that sometimes you have to bring the latch up here and attach it just to prop the lid up yourself, and you have to do that on both sides. That's a huge pain because as you throw gear in here, you can knock one of those arms down and it would fall down on you. You don't have that problem with these struts in here. They're keeping the lid up there, and even if you let go of it like halfway down, it's not gonna just fall on you. I like that part. It might fall like right about there, but very slowly you can catch it because you're already reaching up trying to throw gear in here and you don't want that problem of it being wobbly on you or feeling like the lid was gonna close at any time. Take a look at the inside a little bit closer. I want to show you the latch system. You got 3 latches along the top and they fit into these bases here along the bottom of the cargo box. So that's gonna be good. So when you close that down, that's what keeps the lid nice and locked up. But something else you saw as I was loading up the box, make sure your cargo doesn't come over these points and cover up those holes. So one of the helmets or one of the bags was just a little bit over here, so I went to go close it. You can see this latch kind of came down and was kind of blocked. That's why it wouldn't shut. Not a big deal, just something to look out for when you are loading your gear. Just make sure you try and keep it away from this edge and it should close just fine. We're just gonna go over the install really quick. It's pretty simple. We're gonna set our plate into place. You see that these two slotted areas here is what's going to go on both sides of the bar. So you want to make sure the bar is in the middle there. So you want to set this plate down, line up with those slots, and then we're going to go on the underside and put our U-bolt up and through. And it goes through on both sides. And then we can add our hand knobs. I'm just going to get this one started so it stays in place, and I can further tighten it down from there. It's really easy to do. I like that you don't need tools to do this part. You can do it by hand. Now it's a little awkward to stand up on the tire to get this installed, but again, without tools, this is fine. I can just tighten these hand knobs down and get a really good hold on the bars. It actually has these straps that are included with it. They go and are already attached to the mounting plates, that how you attach it to your roof bars. So this is nice to have this included. It's even got the rubber keeper right here just to take that extra strap. So what you can do if you have cargo in there, you can run them in like an X style across your gear to go ahead and just run it through the cinch strap here. Pull it tight, so then that'll keep your bags down there if you're worried about stuff shifting around and stuff like that. You can run that across on both of these and get that nice and tight just to help keep your gear down and from shifting around. So I kind of like that that's included. It's a nice feature. And then I just wanted to show you, because I was skeptical at first too, because it's just hand knobs, you're not using any tools. How sturdy is it? You see, it's not a lot of movement. I'm shaking the whole Jeep back and forth by this box, so you can be sure it's not going anywhere when you're driving down the road. And that about does it for the Yakima DeepSpace 10 on our 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope this helped.